everyone, I just kind of came to the back of the church just to try and do this video without anybody watching because it's awkward to do videos in front of people. So I'm just hiding back here, but I thought I would explain a little bit more about the video rather than doing captions this time. So we started off the day with church out at the summer church, and I took a little video of us singing How Great Thou Art. I just thought it was kind of cool to be singing a hymn written by a Swede in Swedish in Sweden. So some of you might enjoy that. And then after that we were invited out to a friend's house for lunch, and they wanted to do lunch way out in the cabin in the bush. So we drove way out there, and she had lunch all prepared. I took a couple of pictures of the inside. It was really a beautiful cabin. I think it's not that old. And that was just a really fun experience, kind of something different for us from Canada. And then after that, Dad took us around to show us kind of the cabin culture out in the forest. I guess it's, you know, common for people to build little recreational cabins. Some of them are really old, some of them are newer, and some of them might have a stove, but no running water. Just really basic, but just kind of a nice place to relax. And yeah, I know Swedes really enjoy being in the forest, so I guess that's part of that. So that was really fun to see. Here it is totally okay to go into someone's cabin if it's unlocked and kind of check it out, have a cup of coffee if you want, or spend the night if you want to, as long as you don't disturb the cabin, which for us felt a little bit awkward because that's not something that you could ever do in Canada. If something was left unlocked like that, I think it would be not left in the same state. So anyways, it was a little awkward, but apparently that's totally okay. So yeah, it was cool to tour around and see some of these around here. And then we came across a hobby site, I guess, for making charcoal. So Dad kind of explained the process on how they make charcoal here. And when we were leaving there, then we came across one of those huts from a really, really long time ago, like earth mounds, I think they would be, when they made charcoal, you know, over 100 years ago. So I thought that was really cool to see that, the remains of one of those huts. And then when we got back, I was really craving open-faced sandwiches. So I kind of showed Ben how to do that. And it's just a really basic, they make them really fancy here. The one we made was pretty basic, but it was really good. So I thought I would show you that as well. And that's that. It's just been pretty chill here. Just getting over jet lag. And we're gonna leave for Stockholm tomorrow and have a little bit of city life down there for a few days. So that's it. Enjoy. At a little cabin in the woods, and as awkward as this is for us Canadians, apparently this is okay to go into somebody's cabin. So this is the inside of the, this is Well, what would they use these cabins for now?
Just recreation.
Yeah, but it used to be the milkmaid's cabin back in the day, is that right? Dad?
Yeah, you see here they leave a guest book so that people who come up here can write their names in there. And the last one that was written something was the 15th of March this year.
Mm-hmm. So what did they use these cabins for back in the day, Dad?
Well, this one is just built for recreation,
Okay.
just for fun.
Yeah.
But
But they used to build them in the forest for the milkmaids, and then the cows, they would bring the cows out here to graze in the summer, right?
yeah, they would have a maid that would live and that would look after milking the cows and making butter and some cheese and things like that. And then the farmer that owned the cows would come up once a week to pick up the butter. And then they...
What do you think, Ben? Are you trying to avoid the camera?
It's pretty cool and interesting.
Well, I guess we should sign the guest book then, shouldn't we?
Are we Swedish?
We'll sign it in English.
I'm good. I got this.
Okay. Can we sign it, Dad?
Sure.
Okay. Say,
I was gonna write.
say nice. Don't write Gertie. Say nice crib from Canada. Just kidding.
There's one guest book that's filled up already.
What's the date?
June 29th.
It says 13 and a half stunder.
Oh boy.
So I guess we're doing a tour of the backwoods cabin life here. And this next place is a place where they make charcoal. So it'll be interesting to see how they do that.
See, this is where they make the charcoal whatever we should call it.
What's the process?
Well, they take wood like you see here in those stacks there,
Okay.
that round wood, and they raise it up so they stand on edge, lean it against each other so it's, make a big round ring. You can see there.
I've been told I have to pan slower, so I'm moving
Oh,
slower.
Okay. See that stick in the center there in the ground?
Okay.
Yeah, that's the center of it.
Okay.
So that's where they start, racing up, slightly leaning toward each other. And then they make then they keep on just adding more and more wood until now this is just a miniature charcoal plant, but so they have short wood. It's only about 4 feet or so high. Otherwise they would do it 8 feet high. And then they do that, and then leave a little channel to the edge of it, and right in the center they make, usually with birch bark or something that burns very easily, and then when it's all finished, this little channel they light a fire and move it into the center and let it burn. And they have a smokestack on top to start with until it starts to burn really good. Then when it's really hot in there and glowing and burning, then they will plug this channel, air channel, make it airtight, and they'll take the chimney away. And then it will just keep glowing, and the wood will just keep turning into glowing trees, and then it automatically turns into charcoal. And they cover it, the outside, when they have raised everything, then they cover it with this. This is residue from from the, like this is too fine to use for charcoal, so they just cover it to make it airtight.
And there's water up there. So it's kind of interesting coming from Alberta where we're having such problems with wildfires. And I'm imagining that this would be absolutely unheard of,
Yeah,
I would think.
probably.
So, but they don't ever have issues with the fire getting away on them?
No.
Here? No?
Well, if they weren't, this is why they have a bed, a cot to lay on right here. So they have to sort of stay awake and well, they sleep here so they can quickly get up in case the fire something would happen, so that the fire would get away.
Oh, so what's with all the names here?
Well, that's, I guess, people that have been up here, different dates.
Oh, wow. So is this actually a business here, or is it, I thought it was like a hobby
No,
thing?
he does it for a hobby.
Okay.
And then they have a 1,000-liter tank up there with water, so they can, if they need to put a fire out or something.
This is the cabin. This is so weird to me to feel like it would be okay to go look in somebody else's property.
Oh my.
Oh,
Well, this cabin is not nearly as tidy as the other one.
looks a little more modern on the inside though.
Yeah. You see this sign here? It says drive slow, playing pensioners.
It's kind of nice. The forest here is just full of blueberry bushes. So we just came across this, I don't know, hut, I guess, in the forest. And Dad thought this was probably one of the, one of the really old charcoal, I don't know, domes or whatever that they would make charcoal in the forest. I don't think I'm going to go any closer though, because I'm not wearing forest appropriate clothing right now, but, oh, sorry. It's kind of cool though. I wonder how old it is. Don't want to go in? It's cool. There's another little cabin in the forest.
A very tiny cabin.
Oh, wow. Well, that's cute. That's like a kitchen sofa like ours, except this one's been painted and that pulls out into a bed, I guess. Cute. Okay, so I've been craving Swedish open face sandwiches like a lot. So we're gonna have those for supper tonight. I'm gonna teach Ben how to make one. Or two. Okay, so the first thing you want to do, because we're going gluten-free for you, is take a couple slices of bread. So they don't eat sandwiches like we do here, where they put 2 slices of bread. They do open-face sandwiches. So you want to butter the bread. Oh, you even scrape the top of it. Good boy. The meat on first or the cheese, Dad? Do we put the meat or the cheese on first?
Cheese. Well, here they usually put the cheese on
Okay,
first.
so here's
But
some.
you can do whatever you like.
Oh no, we're gonna do it the right way. What is this type of cheese that we're using?
I think it's just sauce. Yeah.
So what is that, household cheese? Is that like the Swedish equivalent to, I don't know, American cheese? Then you're gonna put some ham on there.
I think that's 2 pieces, right?
Mhm.
3 pieces.
But I think maybe you have to do it kind of artfully. You know, you can't just plop it on there. It's gotta be decorative. Oh, there you go.
Making me touch my sandwich too much.
Yeah, I hope you washed your hands.
I did.
Good. Oh, look at you. And then put some cucumber and tomato on there. You're a sandwich artist, Benny boy. So yeah, a little bit of dill and then a little bit of salt and pepper too. Ooh la la.
Where's the salt on it?
Good job. Oh, not too much.
That's gonna.
That was a lot.
Taste pretty interesting.
Good job. There you go. Good job, Ben. Okay, now we have, what do we call this? Smörgås
Yeah.
bread? What do you call this?
Macka.
What?
And macka.
I thought it was a sandwich.
Yeah, it is.
Well, isn't that smörgås?
The slang word for it is macka.
Okay, well, we don't speak with slang words.
Okay.
Jättegott!